Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great Saturday morning. Sorry that we're a little late onto the show this morning, but first, don't forget to go down, like, and subscribe to to Custom Life Pro. Sorry, and then don't forget to go to the website scrolling across the bottom right now and get you some Saturday Morning Cartoons merch. It's awesome. The t-shirts, I love the material. But first, let's roll the intro. Let's go. Okay, this morning we have a very special guest. She has been on here once before. She has a race car cooking show, a talk show, a bus that drives around, and she lives in Tennessee. Can you guys guess who she is? Well, let's welcome Miss Medicare Misty.
Good morning. Did anybody win?
Nobody commented yet.
Nobody? Okay. They'll be on in a minute. It's early.
Well, Alex Sanders on.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, there you Hi, Alex.
He said, Misty.
What's up, Alex? Well, good morning, Sawyer. We were talking behind stage. I thought we were live. I'm so sorry.
We're completely fine. We were talking about hunting and fishing.
That's right.
Distracted.
There's a good song about that. Hunting, fishing.
Loving every day.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, can you give us a little breakdown? Where are you from? Where do you live right now? What is your business? How long have you been doing that business?
Awesome. So I'm from Oklahoma. My husband and I are both from Oklahoma, born, raised, and moved to Tennessee, which is where I'm at now. Went to college in Tennessee. And after I graduated, I fell in love with the state, and I have been here ever since then, since I graduated. And I left, moved one time with Humana, and then moved back. I moved to Iowa. It was very, very cold in Iowa. Probably like Illinois, probably about the same.
Yeah.
I love the city. Just that cold weather, I couldn't. I'm not a ski bunny. I'm more, or snow bunny. I'm more of a beach bunny. We don't have any beach closest by, but mountain girl, I guess you could say. And I've been doing Medicare for 18 years. Not by choice. I wanted pharmaceutical, and I applied 25 times for pharmaceutical, never got it. All my friends were getting it, and they were trying to help me get in it, but God had different plans for me. He wanted me to help seniors and beneficiaries for their Medicare. So that's what I've been doing the last 18 years, doing it solo, doing it as a captive agent for the first 6 years. So from 2005 till 2011, when Blue Cross laid our whole department off, then still did it independently, and probably about 5 years after doing it independently, realizing I could probably do this and help others do it, I developed a team. So now I've got 40 agents in several states.
Nice. So, like I was saying in the intro, Medicare Misty has a race car sponsorship. Um, she has a cooking show. She has She's a founder of the Medicare Misty Talk Show. Founder and CEO at the Medicare Misty Bus. Um, Founder at Medicare Misty Let's Talk magazine. Um, and then founder, CEO at Medicare Misty.
Yes.
So that is all off of her Facebook page. If you want to read the rest of it, you can go over to her Medicare Misty Facebook page. She also has a TikTok, Twitter, a Pinterest, Instagram, and then a YouTube channel. So go check those out.
Thank you.
All those links are on her Facebook page
And my website.
and your website,
Very.
MedicareMisty.com.
That's it. Pretty busy. That sounds pretty busy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. I think I've told you before the stories. The race car was a dream of mine because my family loved NASCAR. And so I said, one day I'm going to have my name on a race car. And I went and interviewed a couple people around here. And one of the girls that was a friend of mine, she's like, you really need to interview it because it's your brand and you want to make sure that you put somebody good with your brand. So I interviewed a couple of those drivers and I just fell in love with this 18-year-old that had used her college money to quit school. She worked 2 jobs, also she rescued pets. And she uses this tool because she's got a blind side on one of the eyes, and just a beautiful girl. Her grandpa drove and he was military, and her brother's military, and her little brother, has Down syndrome, and just a beautiful family. So I said, that's who I want to sponsor. And then I said, because go big or go home, I said, how much is the whole car? So I ended up sponsoring the whole car. And our track just got bought. So I'm going to have to find another. I don't know if they're going to build another one or I know she's going to stay driving around Georgia. I think we've got one up in close to Bristol. So she's not going to be able to be around here unless someone opens a track for that. So they'll have to get a new one. The cooking show is an amazing story. A good friend of mine loved to cook, and I was wanting to get healthy and lose weight. And I said, could you cook for me where I get full? Because the whole diet issue is because we're not satisfied. So, and she cooked amazing. She had a restaurant in Paris for a while. Her husband was from France. And tragedy after tragedy happened with her. They lost their jobs in COVID. They got hit by a tornado. Their house did. And then her husband died of a massive heart attack. And he was the breadwinner. So I said, I know what I can do. I'll sponsor a cooking show. We'll go on TV and then help her grow her cooking show. And now we're only able to do it during the holidays. We used to do it once a week, but because she's gotten so busy, I just saw where they were having a grilled cheese. She was doing a party and it was for kids, and it was a grilled cheese cook, like I guess a barbecue is what she was doing, a grilled cheese cube.
Cool.
How that got out. So I try to find ways to help other people to get what they want, which helps me, get what I want.
Nice. All right. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about being in Medicare?
One, all the seniors I get to help. It's like having 1,000 grandparents. They baby you, they nurture you. They don't understand it. So it makes me feel, like I'm giving something back to the community. And there's a lot of people trying to get in it that don't really know it. But I think it's having 1,000 grandparents. It's like having 1,000 of your grandparents. Wouldn't that be cool?
You'd probably be spoiled.
A lot, a lot. You're right.
All right, here's another one. What is something you have learned about yourself while doing Medicare?
Well, I'm not a quitter for sure. I look back, I was having lunch yesterday with three women that are wanting to get out a mortgage because of the market, what's going on with the market. And one is a single mom, the other two are not. And they were like, wow, you're a single mom and now you're in 36 states with 40 agents. So I think I always wanted to be a business owner, but I didn't know if I could do it. So now I tell anybody that's listening, worst case scenario, you're going to hate yourself more if you didn't try. And the worst case is at least you tried and you failed. And I failed several times. I just keep failing forward. Um, and so I tell anybody that's listening, just do it. Do it because you're going to regret not doing it, even if you fail.
Gotcha. That's some good advice right there. I hope you're taking notes. Um, is there anything specific that you've been able to use in your business to help get appointments?
Well, when I started, I didn't have any money, so I did grassroots marketing. Just anywhere there was an event that I could be at, a health fair, a food bank, an activity at the senior center, whether it be bingo, playing cards with them, and bringing little gifts from the dollar store, playing doing tournaments, just thinking outside the box has helped me. My marketing, now I get to do big things that have been on my bucket list forever. But when I started, it was just getting out there in the community and trying to say, hey, I'm here to help, because Medicare is not easy. So I think that making, networking, there's several women groups that I'm in. There's, BNI, there's Chamber, and activity, I think, is the key in doing a business. Activity, not just activity in building like working in your business, but activity, getting your name out there constantly, I think has helped. And then ask for referrals. People, I have sat and watched agents, that I train, not even ask for a referral. So they're just leaving money on the table because everybody's got friends or parents, or siblings that need your help. So I think just activity and referrals are the biggest thing that can help double your business.
So, like, if you like at our we have a carnival
Yes.
up at our. It's called the Square. It's the Metamora Square. It's called Old Settlers. Um, it's for it's from like Tuesday to Tuesday to Saturday, I think. And it's over the summer, and they have like tents to advertise their business and stuff. Is that like what you're trying to get at?
That's it. That
Yeah.
is it. Because where do seniors mostly are going to be at? Health fairs, county fairs, festivals, like that.
Yes.
Doing your own. I did a senior expo at the community center last week, and brought all the vendors that I network with. Fall festivals. Grandparents usually take their children to fall
Yeah.
festivals.
Yeah, because Dad was thinking about. He said, "How can um, how can I get one of these tents?" He was like thinking about that for next year.
Yay. And then
But
get a door prize for get to people to come over and register.
but we also there's a Old Settlers Day parade
Yes.
and this year we asked my grandpa if we could use his truck and trailer.
Yes.
We got it 2 days before, or a day and a half, 2 days before, I think, and he brought it over. Um, we went and got 3 hay bales, 4 hay bales, and we lined them up so that there were we lined them up in a line, and then we had one sitting sideways at the end, not straight. And then in the back, for my great grandpa's for a parade to honor him, whenever he passed away,
Yeah.
we had we had the same truck with my grandpa, he built a box in the back
Yeah.
to hold they're like 10-foot PVC pipes with all the military branch flags on the end.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and then we had that in the bed of the truck. And then we had the trailer pulling behind it. And then on the back we had my dad's we got a poster made with a QR code that you can scan.
Yes.
And then we also had my uncle's building systems on the back too, because
That's
he
perfect.
builds like shops, sheds. He actually built my grandpa's shed that's in his backyard right now.
Wow.
And then yeah, um, I think it was last year they got a offer to build a $1 million building.
Wow.
Like the guy that wanted it, he bought everything for it, and it was a huge building, and all the stuff that he bought added up to $1 million, and they built it.
Wow.
Yeah.
On that parade.
Not from that parade, no,
Oh no. Okay.
no, but it was like that's. I mean, he's getting bigger. He sponsored the Digimax MTCO, our high school football team. He sponsored the MTCO TV channel. So he had Midwest building systems underneath the where it said the score, the time, what down it was. He had it right there. For every single if people didn't go to the game and they just watched their from the phone or from the TV, it would be right there. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Those are the kind of things I like, Sawyer.
yeah.
You're
Like
branding, you're marketing, and you're having fun.
yes.
I would tell your dad just to add some candy with his name and phone number on it. So when you throw candy out there, then they'll see his name in the QR
Like
code.
throw out like a sucker with a business card on it.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. And your local print shop can do that. Partner with a local print shop that'll spread your name also because you keep money in the community. Um, so moon pies, have you ever had a moon pie?
Yeah.
So they're made here in Chattanooga. So I usually throw those with my logo on it because it's local and they're kind of bigger. They're kind of like that's a small one, but I
Yeah.
don't throw the big ones. I do
They're
the
like this big.
yeah. And now
They
they got mini. So
they sell them at like Ace Hardware and stuff.
yeah, cool. Well, just remember, Misty from there. Medicare Misty's from there.
Yeah. All right. Here's a bit of a funnier question.
Uh-oh.
Has anything embarrassing happened while you were on an appointment?
Well, when we talked about that last time, there's probably several because I've been on so many appointments. Because we do laugh a lot in my appointments. That I want it to be joy when they leave because Medicare is not easy and life is really hard right now. Whether it's from inflation, them not being able to afford groceries or medicine. So I try to make it of light when we're in there if we can. But the most thing that sticks out, and I should have thought about it a little bit more, if I would have known, was when I think she was starting to get dementia and they came to the door naked. And that was pretty tough to see. We called her daughter. I said, "Do you have somebody that we can call?" because she was kind of in a daze, and called, and I waited outside for her to come and get her dressed. But I think that's probably
The
this,
craziest
yeah,
thing.
the most, you know.
Yeah. So you went to their house?
Yeah, I used to
Yep.
go when I first started anywhere that would see me, whether it's an hour away, 2 hours away. Went to the projects, wherever it was that somebody needed help.
You
Um,
went.
I went. I had team members that would say, "Oh, I'm not going there, or I'm not working there." Um, and I get it. I would never put anybody in danger, but if you're not making money and you're upset about not making money, but you're going to limit to where you go.
Then that's your fault.
That's right. That's right. So I never limited. And even my husband's like, well, did you, carry? And I was like, no, I carry Jesus on me. And I probably should have, but it started getting dangerous a couple of years ago. But it's died off now. They started to do day shootings. And so I stopped. I stopped going to homes after that. We've got 4 offices. I just opened another local office this year. So I've
Wow.
got an agent that has 2 offices downtown that an agent is in, then our satellite office, and we just opened up in my hometown, Hickson. So pretty excited.
Nice. Speaking of Tennessee, my aunt and uncle are down there right now in Nashville for they went down there for a date.
Oh, that's a good date place. Very good date. Tell them to go eat at either 12:30 or Merchants. Very good places. So if they're listening, go to those 2 places.
They're in downtown Nashville.
Yep, right
Okay.
downtown.
Yeah, and then my cousins are staying at my grandma's with them right now.
In Nashville or
No, no, no. They're staying here.
here? Okay.
Yeah, my grandma and grandpa live. Um, my mom's mom and dad, they live like 5 minutes away.
Oh, that's nice. That's real
Yeah, and
nice.
then they have a pool. That's actually where we got the first squirrel. Was at their backyard. They have tons of oak trees.
Yeah,
So that's like squirrel heaven because of all the acorns.
out there.
Um, yeah, you should see his yard whenever it in fall time.
Oh, yeah.
He
That's my,
can't get in. He loves to take care of his yard. He
yeah.
can't get rid of the leaves
They keep,
or the walnuts or any of that.
no.
Yeah,
I love fall. That's probably fall and spring when it turns beautiful colors and when it springs back up. My favorite 2 times of the year.
yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, I thought we were live when I was asking you all the questions and we weren't live back there. I loved your fishing stories, your hunting stories. I'm excited about seeing your trophies. I learned some cool stuff. I didn't realize bass were trophies. So I'm excited about seeing those things. School going good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not playing baseball yet. You're going to wait till the spring.
Well, I play travel light ball.
Okay.
So we practice over the winter, and we're gonna start. I think coming up soon. We're gonna start.
Okay. And
So,
that you'll be traveling around Illinois kind of area or even further?
um, well, we're not like into super like 5 hour tournament travel.
Okay.
The farthest we'll go is probably an hour and a half. That's
Okay.
the farthest we went last year. Was our first game was an hour away.
And what position did you say you played?
Center field. Um,
Nice. You got an
I
arm.
play I play outfield. I really want to be a catcher. I
Very good.
play second base. I pitch sometimes.
Wow, Sawyer.
Yeah.
Very good. My son was a catcher. He pitched a little bit, but he complained because he played basketball. I made him play all 3. football, basketball, and baseball. He complained after sitting so long on his knees for catching, it was hurting him for basketball. So he quit baseball first, which killed me because that's the time I got outdoor sunshine. And then he was quarterback, and then he quit. His coach, his basketball coach, talked him into quitting football because they're afraid he's going to get hurt, and then he couldn't play. I wanted him to play all three so he'd have more opportunity. So, but baseball was one of my favorite. It wasn't his favorite though. His was basketball. That was his passion.
I'm opposite. I love baseball, football, not into basketball.
I can't dribble and talk at the same time, so basketball's not my thing. I love watching him. He's a shooting guard, so he'll throwing up all the points, but me, no, not so much.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Yeah. Can you see the time on your screen?
well, it says
Well,
10:45, so I think it's been exact. Oh, it says 27:55. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see because it says, all right, so we're coming up on 30 minutes, which is fine. I have a couple more questions.
Okay.
What challenges has Medicare presented?
That is an awesome question, Sawyer, because we were just talking about that yesterday. They're taking the fun out of it. It's not fun. It's not joyful anymore because of all the rules. We now have to have a 48-hour scope. Unless they walk in before we can see them. Scope means they have to agree to see us, even though they've called to see us. We can't call referrals. Referrals have to call us. We have to use this huge disclaimer saying, I'm not affiliated or endorsed by any governmental agency. And then even though I do all the plans, I have to say, I don't do all the plans, or I only do 8 products with 38 options. And you may want to go to medicare.gov or call SHIP. SHIP's volunteers. So don't even get me started on that. Sorry. That's the kind of thing. It used to be fun. It's not as fun as it was anymore because of all the rules and regulations. And they're doing it to protect the seniors. And of course, the ones that are doing what they're supposed to be doing always have to pay for it. So that's my gripe for the day.
Here's another one. What's some tips that you would tell people that want to get started in Medicare?
First, call me.
That's probably the best one.
That's the best one right there, Sawyer.
That's all you need.
That's it. Get your health license. And then make sure, even if it isn't me, that you get with somebody that's going to mentor you, or at least has a team that can mentor you. And have a little cash flow if you can, because it helps for the marketing side of it. Because most, FMOs, co-op with you. So you need money for your AHIP every year. You need money for your arrows and emissions every month. And then a little marketing money to get you going. Now, I didn't have any, like I said, I went out and did events. And back then, events didn't really cost anything. You may have to pay a little vendor fee at festivals, because festival had to pay for, the buying the park they were at, or whatever.
The spot.
Yeah. And don't get in it if you don't love seniors. I would also say go and shadow somebody first to see if it's really what you want to do. And then be independent, because you're independent. Nobody's going to call and say, hey, did you go out today? How many people did you talk today? There's no kind of accountability. There may be some micromanagers out there. I just don't have time to do that. So if you have those qualifications, then I would say get your license and get started. But job shadow first to see, before you waste your money, to see if that's what you want to do.
Gotcha. Well, if you want to get started, go ahead and call Misty, because she'll definitely be able to help you.
That's right.
What are you most excited about for 2024?
The programs this year are good in our area. So I'm excited for the seniors about that. I'm excited. A lot of them had some buyback for Part B. even without Medicaid in our area. I'm excited about that. And I'm excited. New year means new goals, new plans. So I was thinking the other day, what other thing can I do that I have not done? And you kind of gave me an idea, Sawyer. I've not done a fishing tournament. So maybe
Sponsor
we
a
could
fishing
do
tournament.
yeah, do a senior fishing tournament. I've done bowling, you know, but I've not
We
done.
we were gonna do a fishing tournament.
See,
We were gonna do it for a. It's gonna be a Make-A-Wish fundraiser,
yeah,
and it's a $20 entry fee, lunch included,
wow,
and then we're gonna have. We are gonna do it this year, but a bunch of stuff got in the way. We didn't have enough time to plan. We didn't have any sponsors.
that's hard.
Yeah. So, um, we didn't even have flyers made yet. So, um, we're gonna try to do it next year sometime. And then we're gonna try to get sponsorships to donate either like a gift card or some fishing gear. So we're gonna have a bunch of competitions. We're gonna have uh, most weight with a fish, the longest fish, the tiniest fish for uh, length, I think. Yeah, tiniest fish for length. We're gonna have like 7 prize uh, categories.
Now that's cool. And see if you could get. I'll get Buddy to contact you too because he does them all the time. If you can get somebody there, that is a champion, that'll help you too. And I would start now for next year because I've been doing a lot of fundraisers for breast cancer because it's breast cancer month. And I've had a hard time this year. And I'm doing events. I'm not just asking for money. I mean, I'm comedy for cancer. We're going to do Mimosas and Moms, which is a fashion show. I had to cancel that. Didn't have enough people. The senior expo, they paid, but we didn't have a lot of people that came in from the community. So it's tough. So I think I needed more time. I should have started in April when I found out I was going to help raise some money. My husband's doing Real Men Wear Pink, which is for the awareness of breast cancer. So
I saw that on your Facebook page. Men wear pink. Yeah, that's on your Facebook page.
his grandpa died of cancer, brain cancer, and then my nephew died of cancer at 6. So we're passionate about helping that cause, but we're getting a slow start.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all my questions.
All right. Well, you have a great, great weekend. Enjoy your fishing. Tell your dad I said hi, and make sure you show up the siblings. Okay.
Okay.
Have a good week, Sawyer. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do my outro.
Okay.
So we're gonna say SMC out, and we're gonna do next to the camera. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. SMC out.
SMC out.